Alright, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a great day. Welcome to MTG Star. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a overview of the Planeswalker deck, Nicol Bolas the Deceiver from the Hour of Devastation block. Now, I'm going to have a stack of cards here in my hand. I'm going to go over these, kind of explain how this deck works, and kind of give you an overview of what I think of it. Do I like it? Do I hate it? Do I think it's, meh? And we're just going to jump right into it. But first things first, I actually want to showcase some things here that I have in the background, because I'm starting to do this thing where I'm kind of collecting a bunch of these pop figurines, and I'm kind of layering them in the background just to kind of give like an aesthetic appeal to my videos, so it's not just a bunch of junk in the background or there's just nothing and it's completely boring. So I'll move this out of the way just to give you a quick introduction. We have Lawyer Morty here from Rick and Morty, of course. Rick, of course, also from Rick and Morty. We have this awesome Shaun of the Dead. Shaun, the blood splatter version, Entertainment Earth exclusive. Very cool. Had to pick it up when I saw it. We got a Carrie, a blood-covered Carrie. And then we have Scary Terry, also from Rick and Morty. Just want to quickly show you guys that, because I've been really getting interested in these types of things. And again, trying to build up a background just to, again, give you guys a really cool aesthetic and just have something cool to see in the background, so it's not just boring nothingness. But with that out of the way, we're going to jump right into this video. And the first card I'm going to show you guys is the Zealot of the God Pharaoh. Now, there's obviously a lot of cards out there like this, where it's a pretty beefy creature, like a 4/4, 4/3, 3/3, freaking 5/4, 4/5, whatever freaking it is, And this card specifically here says, Zealot of the God Pharaoh deals 2 damage to target creature, target opponent, when you pay 1 red and 4 of any color. There's tons of cards out there, obviously, like this, that you can pay a mana, it deals damage, or if it comes onto the battlefield, it does some sort of damage, whether it's to target opponent, creature, or either or, and stuff like that. And I like these types of cards, because a 4/3 is something that's pretty hard to take down. And with that added ability, it just gives it that extra oomph to make it a little bit better. Next card is a card that I hate, truly, honestly. I really wish I didn't put this card in the deck. It's Final Reward. For 1 black, 4 of any color, and you exile a target creature. There's so many cards that are better than this for much less mana. So that's why I think this card is incredibly stupid. There's so many different cards that are better than it that you can use in a deck like this. And it just it's pointless. It's way too expensive for what it does. Because there's so many cards where it's like, oh, give a creature a -3/-3, or like deal 2 damage to target creature, and if it dies, exile it instead. There's cards that, that still cost less than this, that gives it like a -4/-4. So there's so many cards that are so much better than this, which is why this card to me is kind of a disappointment. This is quite of a staple in burn decks, and just an all-around awesome burn card, Magna Spray, because it's 1 red mana. You're paying 1 red mana, and you deal 2 damage to target creature, and if it would die this turn, then exile instead, just as I explained before why Final Reward is such an awful card. But this card, I think, is absolutely awesome because the fact that that thing right there in the corner, only 1 red mana to deal 2 damage. And the best part about it is I love that it has the added bonus of exiling it if it dies that turn. And I think that's very cool. And it has just some awesome artwork on it. It's just like freaking fire ablaze, man. Awesome card. Now, I got this one. I've actually never seen this card before until I checked out this deck. Open Fire. I think this is pretty cool. It's kind of like a lightning bolt, even though it's more expensive than a lightning bolt in mana cost. But something that's still very cool early game if you're not haven't been able to get any creatures out. This is nice, a good defense or offense to give you some time and give you some turns to where you can start getting those creatures out. Now, it's 1 red mana, 2 of any color. It's an instant. And it deals 3 damage to target creature or player, and I absolutely love that option. I love that you can choose to either creature or player, which the funny thing is, whenever anybody uses this kind of thing against me, and I think this is a little actually disadvantageous, because they always hit me over and over again. They're always going after player, which honestly, I'd say a good 80% of the time, I'm always hitting their creatures. I'm always trying to kill their creatures. Because to me, clearing the battlefield always comes first to me when it comes to dealing damage. Of course, unless I have like a ton of heavy hitters, and maybe trample, and I'm just going full strike, then that's a little bit different. But when I'm kind of in this a little bit of a defensive stage, that's when I use stuff like that against creatures instead of the opponent. Because again, life is a resource. Spend it wisely and use it to your advantage to get yourself to that victory. And then next we have Vignette Eternal. I have a few different cards that I have here, including this one, where I wanted to bring up the idea of Afflict. And I think Afflict is very cool. Now, it's a 1 black, 2 of any color. It has Afflict 3. Whenever this creature becomes blocked, defending player loses 3 life. And I love that ability because the fact that that's been the difference between winning and losing for me before, you know? Just hitting for that 3 life damage has been the difference between winning over losing. And it says, whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a -1/-1 counter on Vignette Eternal. Obviously, that's a little bit of a downfall, but it's one of those cards that, you know, even if they cast a spell, you know, you're a 4/4 for 3. That's not bad. Even if they cast another spell, you're a 3/3 for 3. That's not bad. And it says, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you remove all. That's what's so great about it. I've seen so many cards that say remove 1 -1. No, this is when it deals combat damage to a player, remove all -1/-1 counters from it. And I think that's really cool. There's not too many cards like that where it's remove all of them as opposed to just remove 1. And again, it has that Afflict 3, which is very cool. Next, we have Manticore Eternal. I also brought this one again because it has the Afflict. This is 2 red, 3 of any color. It has Afflict 3 as well, just like the Vignette Eternal. And again, whenever this creature becomes blocked, defending player loses 3 life. Manticore Eternal attacks each combat if able. And I'll be perfectly honest, if somebody can put this down in the comments for me, this kind of confuses me because it's like attacks, you know, each combat if able. So it's like if I play this and I go into combat, and like I swing with a different creature, am I also able to swing with this? But, you know, it doesn't say haste. Haste means it can attack right away as soon as it's brought out into the battlefield. So this kind of confuses me to an extent, and I've had one of my friends also ask me the same question. So somebody can give me the answer to that. I'd be incredibly appreciative of that. And next we have, again, another Afflict card, Vignette Eternal. I really like this one because it's an Afflict 1, but it's a 2-mana 2/2. And I like that a lot. And it only has the Afflict 1 ability. So it's a nice, easy, simple turn to drop card, and it's really nice. I like that card a lot, and I love zombies. Okay, so we got Eternal of the Harsh Truth. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I had 4 of them. Another Afflict card, but this one's an Afflict 2, which is why I also included it, because the other ones are 3s, 1s, so I included this one for a 2. So it's 1 blue, 2 of any color. It's a zombie cleric. Afflict 2. Whenever this creature becomes blocked, defending player loses 2 life. Whenever Eternal of Harsh Truth attacks and isn't blocked, draw a card. And I love that extra effect of the drawing a card. It's very nice, very beneficial, and that 1 draw could be the difference between, again, winning or losing, and give you that card that you need to push to the end and take that victory. Now, next I have Wasp of the Bitter End, and I think this card's very cool. It's 1 black, 1 of any color. It's a 2/1 flyer. Whenever you cast a Bolas Planeswalker spell, you may sacrifice Wasp of the Bitter End. If you do, destroy target creature. I think that's very cool because you're not sacrificing anything like big or major. You're sacrificing a little 2/1 for 2 to maybe take out, I mean, what could possibly be like an 8/8 or 9/9 or even a 10/10 and just get it off the field. And I think that's very cool. Okay, next we have Marauding Bone Slasher. This card I think is very cool because there is quite a few zombies in this deck. It is a 1 black, 2 of any color. It's a 3/3, so 3/3 for 3. Marauding Bone Slasher can't block unless you control another zombie. And I think that's really nice, especially if this was put into a deck that's really good at, let's say, creating zombie tokens. And that's very nice in that kind of case because then zombies are so easy to bring out, it's not that big of an issue, and it doesn't become that big of a barrier for yourself. So you run this in an awesome zombie deck, zombie token deck, whatever it may be, this card can be very useful. Okay, next we have Vignette of Bolas. I have this card, of course, for a reason, for the card directly behind it. But it's 4 of any color. And when Vignette of Bolas enters the battlefield, you may search your library or your graveyard for a card named Nicol Bolas, the Deceiver. Reveal it, put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, then shuffle it. And you can also tap it to add 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red to your mana pool. And I think that's an awesome added bonus. You're getting to pull out Nicol Bolas, put it in your hand, and then you're also being able to tap it for mana. I think that's incredibly awesome. And of course, we have the big man himself, Nicol Bolas, the Deceiver. Okay, he is 1 red, 1 black, and 1 blue, and 5 of any color. His +3 ability is each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. Giving him a choice. I don't like choices. -3, destroy target creature. draw a card. You get to sack, you get to destroy one of the freaking creatures, and you get to draw a card in the process. So much value, man. And then -11, Nicol Bolas, the Deceiver, deals 7 damage to each opponent, and you draw 7 cards. I think that's awesome. This thing is so cool. I love the abilities. The foil looks amazing. The artwork is awesome. I just love the color, like with this kind of goldish yellow color mixed with him, because he's also got like this gold looking armor on, and I think that's so cool. The artwork looks amazing. All right, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course, a thumbs down if you didn't. If you have any feedback, throw it down in the comments below. I really appreciate it, and it really helps out this channel and make it better for you guys so you can enjoy more. Also, check out my Twitter, @MTGStarfall, for updates on future videos and future content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Now go out there and have a great day.